Large video game
Okay,
pickup.
so this is a video game lot I just picked up. It's a really good mix, as you can see. 64s, Vitas, PSP, 3DSs. There's actually 3 Game Gears. Good mix of games from NES, 64, Wii, GameCube, PS1, 2. Like I said, a little bit of everything in here. The way this lot even came about was really just a connection-based thing, and why connections are so important. One of my buddies reached out to me. He said it was like a storage unit fine. There was actually more stuff than this. And opposed to just kind of bulking everything together and saying, this is what I'm going to pay, we actually kind of broke down each item individually, and game by game, system by system, we ran the numbers and asked what he was comfortable with, what I was comfortable with, and that's how he worked out this deal. That way he was getting the best bang for his buck, and same thing with me. I knew what I was paying, and there were a lot of stuff that I did say no to because, I kind of know what I have to pay for it to make sense. In particular, like some of the Wii stuff, I have an Amazon guy that I send and sell all my stuff to, so I have to pay a certain point on those games like Mario Kart, Wii Sports, etc., for it to make sense for me. Even then, I'm only making like $2-3 on some of those, but usually when I reach out to them, I send 20 to 30 games. So with games like that, I'm making $60 when it's all said and done. There's also a lot of other games I'll sell to them, but a lot of good titles. Like I said, Pokemon, I always love picking up. 64 and cart-based stuff always does really well for me. Again, Pokemon Black 2, White 2, great games. Like the Mario Kart, nothing crazy. It's like $10-12 game. That's something that goes to my Amazon guy. Vitas are always great. Game Gears, there's actually 3 of them in there. They said one works, but I've probably got about a 95% failure rate for Game Gears working. They almost never work. They need recapped, like I said, 95% of the time in order for them to work. Little Rob the Robot from NES, a plushie, and then this is actually a really cool PS4 special edition game, and then a ton of Game Gear games. But again, just a really good mix of stuff. I haven't had a good video game pickup in a while, so I'm glad I was able to get this.